Well, hello there, Scorpio. How are you? It is so good to see you. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Today, we're doing your mid-March general tarot reading. So this is good for the next 4 or 5 weeks. We'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And this is good for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So if the message doesn't resonate here for you, you may want to check out one of your other signs and see if there's a message there for you. All right, are you ready? Let's get started. Let's see what we have going on for you. Bat Spirit, a rebirth is assured. An impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. Interesting, because I feel like, this is very much that hanged man energy. Understanding that maybe you have been hanging for some time, feeling a little bit stuck, right? The impasse, feeling a little bit stuck, but knowing that there is a twist or a turn coming up. Something is going to happen in order to help you to see either a way around the situation, or to find victory in the situation, or a different perspective of the situation. Yeah, lovely. I'm going to say it ends with man holding a heart. So I feel like there is the energy of healing, of knowing that whatever has been an impasse, whatever has been troubling you lately, that there is some healing that is going to be done in the situation. You are going to have a rebirth. Now, the rebirth can mean a couple of different things. It can be that energy of, something that you are wanting to heal, a relationship, a situation, a career, something like that, a business that you have. You're trying to either rebirth it, bring life back to it, right? Or there is this sense of understanding, okay, that is over and I am ready to start a new cycle. So we'll take a look, because you have the temple path on the bottom and you have the first chakra and the door to romance. Lovely energy there, right? So I feel like, especially with the man holding a heart, there is this energy of some relationship. It could be romantic, family, friend, or even a work relationship. This whole situation is on your path to help do some healing in your first chakra, which is your chakra of, feeling safe and secure, where you live, who you're living with, your finances, a sense of being grounded and feeling like you are in control, okay, of yourself, of your decisions, of your finances, anything to do with your home. That is just such an important energy to have. The first chakra is to have this really grounded. So let's take a look at the tarot to get some more details for you. So we have a message coming in, and I think that this message, Scorpio, is actually it's putting you in a lot of anxiety. Seven of Swords, kind of holding yourself back, not sure what to do in this situation. I feel like either you are getting a message or you're waiting on a message. Either one. If you're waiting on a message, you're anxious. When is this message coming in? What is the message going to say? This could be you're waiting to hear, maybe you've applied to some kind of university or certification program, or something that you want to learn so you can change careers. And you've applied, but you haven't heard back yet, right? Whether you've been accepted or not. That could bring a lot of anxiety. How about, maybe you have applied to a new job or applied for a loan or something like that. You've put the message out there. I'm asking for this, and then you're waiting on the answer. The other thing is, it could be flipped, right? You could be receiving some information, a message from somebody a family, friend, or a client, something like that, and that could be putting you into a state of anxiety. So let's go ahead and clarify this for a minute. Now, the thing is that we know you're going to have a good outcome, okay? I'm going to give you the end story here. It's about taking a look at why this is bringing you so much anxiety. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, you're wanting, wow, really beautiful energy. There's something about wanting to move forward in a truthful way. So it's almost as if I feel like you're getting a message or you're waiting on a message. But I feel like what you are a little bit anxious about is how you are going to respond. It's almost like this message brings in, like say you're even, you're wanting to buy a home and you've applied for a mortgage, right? And you're in that waiting process, waiting for this to come in. And whether it comes in or not, negative, say it comes in and they say no, okay? Then you might be anxious because it's like, oh my goodness, I really wanted that house and now I have to go find another lender or something like that. But there's also this kind of like a little bit of, you get a message and it's positive. And the bank says, yes, your loan has been approved. And then all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, is this what I really want? It's really kind of that energy. Or the university says, yes, you are accepted, Scorpio. And then you're kind of like, oh, wait a minute, is that what I really want? Or a new job offer. There's almost like you're going to be anxious, either waiting for this message or when the message comes in, it still kind of brings you a little bit of a sense of anxiety. And here's the key, right? Is because you kind of put it out there a little bit. All right, just a little bit. I thought this is what I wanted, right? But then when it comes in, okay, when you get the answer, it means you almost have to power up, okay? So, putting in the mortgage application or the university application or whatever this is didn't require too much effort on your part. There was some, okay? It does. It takes some effort. It takes some, action on your part, but the real part is now beginning. It's almost like, okay, the universe brought in the windfall that you wanted, but now it's like, oh my goodness, I have to, it is like powering up. I can't just be the page. I have to step into this energy of being the queen. It's almost like you get what you want, and then you realize, now I have to really do the work, whatever it is. Yeah, really interesting energy. And I think that that's bringing you anxiety, okay? But let's remember, you have a really good outcome here. So let's go to your area of resistance or your obstacle. Yeah, so you have hostilities. I feel like whatever you want may be causing hostilities in other areas of your life. So say you applied for another job and you actually get the job, right? And now you have to go tell your boss or your employer, okay, I'm quitting. And oh, by the way, I have to be there tomorrow at my new job, right? That would cause some hostilities. Or say that, you wanted to purchase a new house in a new town, so you're going to be moving, but you really haven't told anybody, but all of a sudden you find out that you're approved and yes, the house is yours if you want it, and you realize, oh, my friends and family are not going to be happy about me moving away. It's almost as if, you're darned if you do and you're darned if you don't. It's one of those types of situations. It's about understanding that this is on your path, okay, in order for you to get more in touch with what it is that you want. And it is the Queen of Cups. Look, the Queen of Cups is over here. It's time for you to power up. It's time for you to step into this role, whatever it is. So if you get that application, the university says yes to your application, you are in, right? It's about understanding, okay, I am ready for this. This is the right time. I am ready for whatever this is. There may be other people in your life that don't like it. It could be even that you're anxious about all of this, but this is divine timing. It is time for you to do this. And here's your advice. It's understanding that you are a true treasure. You have the treasure island, right? Understanding that this new path, whatever it is that you're bringing in, this is really something that is near and dear to your heart. And it's also helping you to spread your love and light in a new way. It really is about somewhat of a mind shift. You could have been really sitting in a mind shift, mindset that you were very concerned about safety and security, right? So you could have been making a lot of decisions that kept you safe for a very long time. That's the page energy, right? It's almost this energy of growing up. You're going from a child to a parent, okay? Or a child to an adult, right? For some of you, maybe you're having a child, right? It's this energy of understanding I'm not a little kid anymore. I am an adult. I am making a big adult decision here. And I feel like you've kind of put this off for some time. It's kind of like hedging for a while. Not wanting to step onto this path. It's something that your heart wants. It is something that is destined. I can say that. It's something that is destined and on your path. But for some time, you've been trying to put it to the side. And now the universe is saying, no, this is the time, Scorpio. You are stepping into adulthood. You are powering up, however that might mean for your situation. All right, so let's pull a soul truth card for you. And Scorpio, I do personal readings. So if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. So let's see what we have here. Where am I called to use my voice right now? That's exactly what this is, right? Because when I was a child, and that was many moons ago, when we had this aunt that we would go over to her house sometimes for dinner, and her favorite saying was that, little children should be seen and not heard. You weren't we would go over there for dinner, and the only thing I was really allowed to say was thank you and yes please. And so I feel like for some time you have kind of been in that energy of not really speaking up, feeling like you're a child. You can't say what is on your mind. You can't say what is on your heart. But this is an important thing for you, is to be able to step into the energy of knowing what your heart wants to share with others and then actually sharing it, right? Not holding it back, not, well, I'm going to hang here. And the impasse, I think, is even you sitting there, not sharing what it is that you have to say to other people. Whether it's in your workplace, your family, your friend sector, it doesn't matter. It's kind of this energy of, okay, I have to start speaking my mind. I'm no longer the child that is seen and not heard. I am seen and I am heard. And of course, in a loving way, because both of those, right, are the cup's energy. You're doing it in a loving way. For some of you, it could be that, when you do speak up, you've waited so long that what you say comes out and you sound almost like a 2-year-old having a tantrum. And I'm kind of exaggerating there. Okay. But I can relate to that. Sometimes when I hold my emotions back or my feelings or what I would like to say, then when I'm finally triggered, right, it can come, it was more of a problem before. It could come out in a different way than I really wanted it to come out in. And now what you're recognizing is, okay, if I share my feelings more often, I get more practice, I feel more confident when I am sharing my feelings, then I'm not going to kind of have a temper tantrum, right? When finally I've had enough, because you're never going to get to the point where you are kind of like blowing up or having a fit or storming out. It's kind of like, okay, I am mastering my emotions. And the reason is because you are using your voice. You're learning how to use your voice. You have a soul script that was written to be spoken, and your story matters, and it's time for you to share it with the world. I love that energy. Scorpio, whatever you have been through, I feel like there is this energy of realizing that it's time to share your story and to share it with the world. That's what this Ace of Cups is, sharing your story with the world, putting it out there, helping other people to learn from the experiences that you have had, the wisdom that you have gained on your path. And, for some of you, this, because it says the voice, to use your voice, this could be through a YouTube channel, a podcast. It could even be through writing, right? Because it is about expressing, communicating your your feelings, your story with others in order to help other people heal. And then man holding a heart, right? King of Cups, understanding that you've moved from the page to the queen to the king. The king has mastered their emotions, no longer has, emotional eruptions. Let's put it that way. The page can sometimes have that. And the king has mastered the emotions, has been able to use their emotions, to express their emotions, but in a very balanced way. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Scorpio. Wow, beautiful reading. I'd love to hear how this might resonate for you in the comments below. And I really do appreciate all of your support through liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.